guys, and welcome back to another pregnancy update. Today I am officially at 13 weeks, and holy moly, where is this pregnancy going? You guys, this is the final week in the first trimester. Next week we start the second trimester, and I'm so excited. I definitely feel like we're hitting that second trimester because my symptoms are slowly kind of subsiding, and I'm definitely starting to get a lot of energy back, but we'll get into that when I start talking about my symptoms. But yeah, 13 weeks, you guys. This video is going to encompass everything from 12 weeks all the way up to 13 weeks today. I will go ahead and start with some fun facts about baby as of today. So in week 13, baby is going to become the size of a lemon. So definitely getting bigger. This week, baby is also growing its nails and toenails. So that is a kind of exciting fact. The app that I've been using, Bump, also talks about how since they obviously have their fingers and toes now, this week baby might start sucking his or her thumb. And then the baby's bones in his or her hands and feet actually start growing this week. So I always find those little facts super interesting to hear about, and I love sharing them with my spouse. I'll send him screenshots. And then we're staying with my parents here since we're in the process of moving, so I always share the facts with them every week, and it's just fun. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the questions and see how week 12 went for me. Total weight gain, so I haven't gained very much weight, but I've definitely gained at least a couple pounds here in the first trimester. I started off the pregnancy fluctuating from like 130 to 135, and the last time I went to the doctors, I was at like 135 to 138. I've been to the doctors 3 times now, and I go back next week. So we'll have another reading of how much weight I've gained in one of the next updates. So maternity clothes, I believe I shared in last week's video that I've kind of slowly been introducing them into my closet. I'll wear them here and there if we are going out all day, and I know we're going to be going out to eat because after I eat, the bump and the bloat is like, I feel like I'm like 20 weeks along after I eat a big meal. But I've slowly been introducing them into my closet, but I haven't made like the soul jump over to maternity clothes yet. I am picking up things here and there, and I bet you anything within the next few weeks I will definitely like make the switch. But if you've been following along, you know we're in the process of moving, and I'm just trying to get to our new location in San Diego, and I saved everything from my first pregnancy, so I just need to unbox it and like go through what I saved, and then I'll have a lot more options. But right now we're kind of limited, and I'm limited on space because I didn't know I was pregnant when I packed for this move, and so I have a lot of like normal clothes, and they're starting to get a little bit tight. Now this week I didn't buy anything new maternity wise, but I did buy a dress. Now I am going to be doing a gender reveal when we are in Texas for Easter weekend visiting my in-laws. They're going to be meeting our son for the first time, and we're going to be sharing that special moment with family, and I'm so excited. But I picked up this dress to wear for our gender reveal. I think we're going to do like smoke cannons or cake, something like that. I have some ideas, and my brother-in-law is helping us put that together. We sent our results in an envelope to him, and he's going to be taking care of whatever we want. But this is the dress. It looks like this. It buttons there on the side. It has a hook up here so that your goodies aren't showing, and it buttons all the way down, and then it ties around the waist so it really accentuates the bump, and it's beautiful. It is by the brand Faithful, the brand, and I bought it at Goodwill. It was only like $6. I was really happy to find it. But lo and behold, I was looking up the brand online once I got in the car because I was just curious, and I really love the dress. And it's like anywhere from like $150 to $300 for a dress. So I'll say that $6 was a score for this dress. But I'm really excited to wash it and wear it for the gender reveal. Stretch marks, no stretch marks yet, but I really do need to pick up a belly butter. I've been really bad about that. I actually have not really been lotioning the bump or the goods at all in like the last couple weeks because I ran out of my bum cream that I had been using, and I haven't picked up anything. So I need to be better about that if I want to avoid all stretch marks. But yeah, so I need to pick up something this week probably so that I can start moisturizing. Sleeping, I'm sleeping overall pretty good. I'm still getting up at least once a night to have to go to the bathroom, and like previous weeks, I'm still sharing a room with a toddler, and he wants to cuddle and get into my bed halfway through the night, so we're dealing with that. So sleep is about the same as previous weeks. This week we did have daylight savings, and that kind of hit me hard. We have lived overseas in Guam for the last 3 years, and they don't do daylight savings time, so we haven't had to adjust to that and adjust to it with a toddler. So that was new, but we're just rolling with it. I've actually had more energy, and I don't know, like in the evenings, and probably because it feels like it's earlier, but I've had more energy in the night that I've been staying up a little bit later than I had in previous weeks. In previous weeks, I had been going to bed at 7:30 or 8 o'clock like my son. So here's to hoping it's not just the time shift and my energy levels are rising. So best moment this week is definitely getting to share this pregnancy with my son. So our son is 21 months, and obviously at 21 months they don't really understand the concept of like mom's pregnant and they're getting a sibling, but we're kind of sharing the news, so he knows that there's a baby in my belly, and he kind of hooked onto that pretty early on. We'll say like, oh, there's a baby in mommy's belly, but it's really cute. He'll come up to my belly and he really wants to like, he wants to look at my belly, but he also will talk to it. So he'll be like, I'll say like, say good morning to the baby, and he'll say good morning, and he'll be like, hi, I'm your big brother. And then he'll kiss my belly, and in true boy fashion, he will blow farts or raspberries on my stomach. So he likes to blow raspberries and then be like, fart. So I think it's more that he enjoys that, but it's just like the innocence of it, and it's so cute because he'll just run up to my belly and he'll be like, baby belly, baby belly. And then like I said, he'll talk to the baby. So I'm sure that's only gonna progress as I get bigger, and I'm so excited when he can like when we can start feeling the baby from the outside and I can put his hand on and he can feel the baby kick. But that was probably the best moment this week, is just the innocence of a child and getting to share the pregnancy with him. So missing anything? Really not missing anything. We did go out to eat at the Cheesecake Factory the other night when we went up to Bellevue, one of the towns close to us, to go shopping, and my mom got a drink with dinner, and I kind of felt like I was missing out. Like it would have been nice to have a drink, but I'm also not a big drinker. I'm only a social drinker, like if we go out to dinner like that. So it wasn't that big of a deal, but I did kind of miss out on being able to share a drink with her. All right, so movement. I swear that I felt baby this week, and they say with your second pregnancy that you can be like more in tune with your body and you might be able to feel baby sooner. But I swear, I wouldn't say it's necessarily like movement, like I can feel like a kick, but there's definitely like some flutter motions. Specifically, I have been craving Coke Vanilla Zero all week, and every day around lunchtime I drink one, and after I get done drinking one I can feel like movement down there, and it's almost like if you were like to hit a drum and you can like feel the vibrations afterward, and that's why I say it's probably like flutters. But there's definitely like something happened that I feel like is going to be more powerful in the upcoming weeks, but I think that I might have felt baby. Anything making you sick or queasy? Pretty much the same things as last week. Changing my son's diapers, brushing my teeth. I feel like I've had a lot of extra like phlegm and stuff in the mornings, and that makes me gag. But yeah, basically everything that has been making me sick in previous weeks, I still get like that queasy sick feeling from. So gender guess, I still don't really have a good guess for gender, but I feel like I am like leaning more towards boy, and I said in previous weeks that I think it's just because the idea of a girl seems kind of far-fetched. But I will say that my pregnancy symptoms this time around have been a little bit different than the last time. I feel like I've been sicker, I've had to eat more with this pregnancy, and I've been breaking out, which I never did with my first pregnancy. Now that could just be like every pregnancy is different, but yeah, but I think I'm gonna guess boy up to this point. Labor signs, no, I'm only 13 weeks. We will not be having labor signs anytime soon, but fast forward 2 weeks ahead and maybe we'll update you on some labor signs. So symptoms, I feel like I had a lot of symptoms this week, so I kept a note on my phone and I'll go ahead and just read through them for you guys. This week I noticed breast tenderness and my breasts are getting bigger. Now they say normally that is a pretty early on pregnancy sign, and I didn't have any of that. Like everything felt normal, but this week definitely like the girls are getting bigger and they're tender. I also have been eating so much. Like I said, I feel like I constantly have to be eating because I get nauseous. So I've been just eating like crazy. Like one day we had leftover pasta in the fridge and I ate like a giant container of the pasta. With that being said, I'm also always hungry, but I have no appetite, so it's really hard to figure out what I want to eat. I feel like I have to have things prepped or just like an idea, like running list in my phone to be like, oh, these are what we have on hand that you can eat quickly, because nothing sounds good at this point. I also have been noticing some reflux in the evenings when I lie down. Now it's nowhere near like extreme, it's very minor, but I know that it's there. And with my firstborn, I had major reflux later in pregnancy with him. And I'm praying that that does not happen this time around, but I feel like this might be an indicator that it could happen. But reflux, my energy levels are going up. I feel like I am not so cranky. I just have a lot more energy during the day. And like I said, that could be due to the springing forward. And when I go to bed at night, I haven't adjusted to the time yet. And I think that it's earlier than it actually is. And maybe that's giving me more energy in the evenings. But overall, I feel like my energy levels are going up. I also mentioned that I was gassy. I was a little bit hormonal this week, just over nothing. Like having conversations with Rowdy and feeling like I'm not understood, even though he was doing nothing wrong. It was just like pregnancy hormones, and like it is what it is. I also said I am so hot at night. Hi Callie. So hot at night, I feel like I have to like sleep in a t-shirt or shorts and no socks whatsoever because I overheat if I don't. I'm still having pregnancy dreams. I don't really remember them, but I know that I'm dreaming like wild dreams. Peeing at night, I've already shared that, and I've been sharing that. That's been a symptom every single week. And then the last thing was I am breaking out. You can see right here. Earlier this week I had like a massive one here, like a little one. It's obviously covered up a little bit because I'm wearing makeup, but I have been breaking out, and I never did that with my first pregnancy. But yeah, that is all the symptoms that I've been having this week. Belly button in or out, obviously in still. We are just starting to pop, so I don't anticipate my belly button being out for a long time or like way into the 4th trimester. Happy or moody most of the time? Definitely happy, but I have had some moodiness this week. But I feel like that's just pregnancy hormones going up and down. Especially this week, we are in the final week of our 1st trimester, where like the HCG hormone starts to taper off and like some other hormones. So it could just be like things shifting this week. But overall, I would say that this pregnancy, I'm still pretty happy. Wedding rings on or off? Wedding rings are still on, and I anticipate that through my whole pregnancy. We'll see how this time goes around, but with baby number 1, I wore them all the way up through delivery, and I never took them off. And lastly, before we get into the bump shot, is what I am looking forward to, and that is our gender reveal. You guys, I cannot wait. We already have an envelope that says if baby's a boy or a girl, and I have not looked at it. My spouse doesn't know. We're obviously separated right now, and we want to share that news together. And like I said, we are going to be in Texas Easter weekend, and we are going to be doing a gender reveal together, and that is like what's keeping me going. I just want to know if baby's a boy or a girl so we can start deciding on a name, because that was something that was really hard to do with our son, and we need all the time we can get. And also just shopping, especially if we find out that it is a girl, we are starting from square one and gonna have to do so much shopping and prepping. If it's a boy, we are fully prepared. We saved everything from our firstborn. So yeah, you guys, only 2 more weeks and then we will find out the gender. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and show you the bump for this week. All right, so just wearing a pair of leggings and a shirt that I said I got. Here it is from the front, the side, the back, and the other side. I feel like I'm not as like crazy bloated as I have been lately, and I feel like the bump's a little bit smaller than past weeks. Let me know what you think. I'd have to go back and watch the updates, but I definitely have a bump. We're definitely getting bigger, but I do feel like some of my bloating has gone down this week. So we'll see. If you guys enjoy my pregnancy updates, don't forget to give this a thumbs up. Leave me your comments if you guys are expecting. Let me know how far along you are, since we are on this journey together. And if you're along for the ride just to see my videos, or you've been a subscriber for a while, thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys in next Friday's update. Bye guys.